Hello and welcome back to Planet Crafters. We are playing Planet Humble and we are getting there. We stalled out a little bit the last episode. We stopped getting as many unlockables and we are pretty stable. We have food now. We have basically unlimited water. We're feeling relatively good. I started organizing, but we're not quite there yet. I'm gonna go exploring with you guys in a second, but I do have one blueprint microchip from the last episode. Let's decode it. Quick T2 GPS satellite. Useful, but not crazy useful. Let's go exploring. I've been starting most of these episodes by exploring, so I just figure we'll continue to do that. It's been a little while since we went over... So we went this way at the end of last episode and through last episode. We went this way pretty far. It's been a while since we've had maybe this direction or this direction. So let's just see what we can find. Actually see a little bit of iridium right here. Nice. Yeah, you love seeing iridium and uranium. I'll get that later. They don't seem to despawn. So we can go through the ice caves potentially. Let's go this way. Yeah, we can check up here again, see if anything melted. Although I don't think I have all that much heat generation going on. So I don't know that we would have had anything melt that much. But we can go through here and take a peek because, let me think. No, actually, you could get pretty far in here, couldn't you? Yeah, we could get pretty far in here. Okay, let's head over this direction. Now, if I recall, we could go this way, but also this way took us down into an area that seemed to be explorable further than where we were before. And I did have set up a secondary oxygen base down here. Yeah, I remember all this. There's our secondary oxygen base. So let's come over this way. We'll see if we can find anything. What is this? Oh, is this water? That's cool. That's the first naturally spawning water I've seen. There, I'll take that. This does seem to be melting a little bit more than it did before. Nice. A lot of explosives. Okay, hold on. What is this? This looks somewhat promising, as long as I don't get lost or run out of oxygen. Oh crap, we're gonna run out of oxygen. I'm just gonna generally go downhill, try to find my way out of here. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. So there might be osmium in that cave, it looks like. That's okay, but it's locked under that layer of ice, which makes it really difficult. All right, let's try going up here or over here. I feel like we might have found osmium actually in that cave area back where we just were, underneath the ice. I don't know for sure though. So let's just explore the rest of this cave. It's possible that we find something else. I don't know. Some of the resources maybe. Oh, hello, what do we got here? T1 nuclear reactor and... Oh, I love these things. Little bunker. Okay, yeah, I'll go down the bunker. Gotta watch our oxygen though. Water bottles, oxygen bottles. Space food, iridium. Is that it? Oh, that was underwhelming. Okay, we'll try heading up that little climby area right here, and we'll see if there's anything there. Otherwise, we'll go back to the base. Didn't really get anything majorly useful, but again, just general accumulation of resources right now. We'll give this a shot, and then we'll head back to the base. This looks interesting. This really feels like there might be something useful here, because it's really got me headed around like an interesting pathway. Look at this. This is leading somewhere. A bunch of uranites. Inventory full though. Just do this. Take that. An attack occurred, but my defense protocol failed. No, nothing crazy. Okay. All right, we're going back to the main base then. We'll get some resource creation underway, and we'll just launch maybe a couple more rockets into space. We'll do it. Okay, so most importantly, I have to remember, we did deconstruct a T1 nuclear reactor, so we should be able to just immediately rebuild the nuclear reactor here, get some free energy basically. That's a pretty big win. Let's decode these microchips. First one is T4 mining speed. Second one is microchip T2 blueprint pinning. Third one is fence. Don't really care about that. All right, so another nuclear reactor. We'll put this down next to the others here. That just gives us more energy, makes it so that we don't have to think about it too much. We have 2 spare water bottles. You know, we can get a little bit more heat going. I think we might as well. We should have, because now we have a couple of these. We'll do 2 more T3 heaters. Silicon, titanium, aluminum. I put my last heater up here. I'll put another one here. And I'll just put another one here. We were at 400 Now we're at 1,000, so it's an increase. We over doubled. Man, it doesn't feel significant though. We need these numbers to be moving quicker. So what I'll do is in between this episode and the next one, I will accumulate terraformation score a little bit and just accumulate some resources so you guys aren't just watching me, again, just to kind of accumulate resources. And I'll also reorganize my inventory. So I'll pull everything over here and we'll kind of make it like that. Now in the meantime, what I will do is to pull all the iron and all of the dolomite. Let's put dolomite here. Yeah, so you know what? Look at this. Look at all this super alloy, uranium, and iridium that we get from breaking apart those ores. It is being pretty impactful. All right, we're gonna do what we do best. We're gonna go exploring again. Okay, hold on. So I went back into the cave. Oh, no way, osmium, finally. Gosh. Oh, I went back into the cave from the beginning, you'll see. Oh, this is so big. Man, I felt like we were stalled. I felt like we were stalled, and now we are perfect. Okay, that's a ton of osmium. Now, is there any more is the question. I want to get as much as I possibly can here. Let's check over this direction. This was T2 algae generator, good. This was locked up before. Okay, this is a shortcut. We were close then. So when we were going through this previously, because we actually just came from that other direction. Oh, that osmium is so exciting. Okay, I'll explain everything when we get back. Okay, so with all this osmium that we got, we can do a couple of things. First one is we can make ore extractors. I'm gonna show you what this looks like. We're gonna make one together right now. Aluminum, titanium, and iridium rod. I can make this ore extractor. I'm just gonna make it here for now. There, fine, we'll make it here. This guy now is gonna mine dolomite, but a whole bunch of other stuff too. Importantly, it's going to mine everything. Titanium, iron, it's just gonna be a constant source of mining. We can put these ore extractors in key locations to guarantee that we get things like iridium or sulfur or uranium. Otherwise, it's gonna just create common resources, and we absolutely need common resources. So I'm gonna put that one there just to start cranking through common resources so that we always have titanium, for example, or whatever. I'm gonna make a couple of those there, probably like 3 or 4 of them there, back to back to back. I don't know how fast. Oh, production time 70 seconds. Wow, that takes forever. The next thing is we can make a biolab. Biolab unlocks a really interesting amount of resources to be crafted. Biolab needs to be built off of something else. So I'm actually gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it like this, and this is going to be built off the back wall. This will work. I'll move all these tubes so they're not in the way, but otherwise, here we are. Now, if we look at this biolab, we can make things like fertilizer, explosive powder, T2 fertilizer, mutagen, bioplastic nuggets, and bacteria samples. This is really important because with fertilizer, T2 fertilizer, and explosive powder, we can make flower spreaders, more significantly so. We can do T2 algae, which is not actually that important for us right now. There's no standing water. We can make a handful of other things as well. So anyway, that's a lot of stuff that we can do, that we can build, and we're gonna need a lot of those components in the very near future. With that said, the other thing that I wanna make, a little bit of a waste of resources, but it's not terrible, is I wanna upgrade our jetpack. I get around through jetpack, so having an increase to propulsion makes me fly faster. Super alloy, sulfur, and aluminum's what I need, and there we go. So now my jetpack, yeah, it feels faster. It definitely feels faster. Great, so that's a pretty big quality of life improvement as well. Let's check on this guy, and I'm probably gonna make another 1 or 2 of these. Yeah, see that? Titanium and iron. It's not great, it's not fast, but it certainly spits them out. More iron here. I'm gonna run over here and just keep making storage lockers. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna need it. And in between episodes, I'll be able to better organize everything, so that's good. It's gonna keep moving. Let's make a second one of those. I'm gonna need it. 2 osmium, iridium rods, super alloy, aluminum, and titanium. You know what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna help myself and help you guys. We're gonna get, where is it? This thing. Microchip T1 blueprint pinning. This allows us to right click on a recipe, and it'll show it in the top left corner, so I don't have to keep saying it out loud. This is the last time I should have to say it out loud 1,000 times. Aluminum, osmium, super alloy, 2 cobalt, magnesium. T1 blueprint pinning. There we go. Now I'll be able to pin recipes, which makes my life a little bit easier. For example, right click, and now you see in the top left corner, it shows me what I have on my person, number 1, and number 2, it shows me what the recipe requires. So 1, 2, 1, there we go. I'm gonna put up a second one of these, and I am planning on spreading them around, having a couple per location that I need, like the rare resource location basically. But for now, getting basic resources like this is important enough, and especially in between recording sessions, that I do want a bunch of them here so that they just keep cranking out basic resources and I can fill my storage lockers with basic resources at that point. So they will be moved, but for now, that's what we're gonna do. Do I have any other iridium rods? Because I'd like to make 3 total. So 1, 2, 8, 9, 1, 2, super alloy. Yeah, we'll make 1 more if it lets me. Might get a little angry. We'll just put it right there. Yeah, so now we have 3 of them, and they should all be just cranking out basic materials, and we'll use them for all of my basic base building. Because I want to expand this base to make it look nice, unlike the last base that I made that was really, really ugly. This one is starting to look like that one, honestly. So, all right, I made a quick beacon here. Sometimes it just helps to know the general direction of where the main base is. Plus, it does show it up on the map, so that when you look at the map here, you know, you can get a feel for where everything is. I like the fact that there's this big old ship there. I want to see that, but I can't get up that direction. There's a huge ship here. I can't really, you know what, I probably could get to, but I see there's water starting to fill here. Probably a lot of exploring we can do up this direction. You know what's something we're going to do? We're going to make a bunch more food growers so that we can start getting our stockpile of food set up. We need aluminum, iron, and water bottle. We have 8 water bottles. So 1, 2, 3, 4 iron, 5, 6 iron, 7 iron, 3, 4 aluminum, 8 iron. So we should be able to make 8 food growers. That's a ton of food growers. I'll make them here for now. So I'll just put them in a line here. They won't stay here forever. I'm gonna find a better spot for them. Just didn't have enough electricity. Okay, so now we have 8 empties. We need a bunch of seeds. Okay, bunch of food's growing that we're going to be able to use for both sustenance, but also for crafting, because the biolab takes, and I just want to show you all this, the biolab takes mainly biological resources, right? Sulfur, but eggplant, right? We need eggplant for fertilizer. We need a squash for T2 fertilizer. This is sulfur and iridium, sure. This is bacteria sample and stuff that we can't get yet. This is mushroom for bioplastic nugget. So in order to make these, we need a pretty healthy farm system going on. So this will really help by having this entire wall of food growers. Eventually we can upgrade to farms and other stuff, but for now that'll make sense. Thanks everyone that's made it this far watching in this episode in particular. I don't know if you could tell, I think I already mentioned this, but I got like some sort of sinus infection or something going, and I am way congested. This is the last episode recording of this recorded session. I'm gonna take a break for a couple days. Hopefully I'm not sick by the time I go to record again, and then I'll be able to not be, you know, my eyes hurt, everything, and I'll be able to be more enthusiastic, etc. So hey, hope you enjoyed the episode. We did get a lot accomplished. We found osmium finally, and we're gonna keep moving. I have a lot planned. I have 3 sticky notes full of bullet points of things we need to craft and do, so we got plenty to do. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.